Each year, thousands of Kenyan women leave their homes to work in the Middle East, in countries like Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Lebanon. Locally, they are called kadamas. The promise is simple: better wages, a brighter future. The reality, often abuse, deception, and salaries that barely cover basic needs. Kadamas are recruited by private agents. Some pay fees they can barely afford. Others begin the journey without even a birth certificate. Training is mandatory, 4 months on average, while paperwork is being processed. For every worker, an agent makes about 20,000 Kenyan shillings, but with no consistent government support. Especially after reports of abuse and death, oversight is minimal. Officially, Qatar's minimum wage is $275, about 35,500 Kenyan shillings. But kadamas often earn $206, just 26,610 Kenyan shillings. To put that in perspective, back home, 2 kilos of maize flour costs 150 Kenyan shillings, a kilo of sugar 150 Kenyan shillings, rice for 140 Kenyan shillings, and cooking oil nearly 240 Kenyan shillings per liter. A kadama's entire salary, the price of long hours of hidden labor, vanishes quickly against such costs. On arrival, workers are taken to agency offices before being assigned to families. Some are even deceived, promised a posting in Qatar, but ending up in Saudi Arabia, where conditions are harsher. The hours are grueling. One kadama reported working 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Others, barely 2 hours of sleep, sometimes denied food. Physical abuse is not uncommon.
Na nalazimika kufanya kazi kuanzia saa 11 mpaka saa 5 usiku ndo nalala. Saa 5 sometimes saa 6, na ikifika Ramadhani ndo naona kulala uwezi kabisa, unakesha na asubuhi unarauka. Kazi zilikuwa nyingi sana, kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni, miguu inauma, kusimama, mivyombo. Warabu wana mateso, watoto wao wanaruhusu watoto wao wakunyanyase.
Kadamas are often overworked, having to work extra for no salary increment. Right groups like Amnesty International have expressed their concerns.
We have only one embassy in Riyadh. So how do we expect a worker from Dammam all the way to Saudi Arabia to submit herself or even to express herself? It's very impossible. If we can at least have safe houses where these workers can run.
The system leaves kadamas trapped between powerful employers and absent authorities. And although there's been efforts made to ensure the safety of Kenyan domestic workers in the Middle East, these efforts have often fallen short as more and more Kenyan women go desperately to search for work in the Gulf countries and end up dead, sick, or greatly harmed. Approximately 14% of global migrant workers are rostered in the Middle East, Kenyan workers being part of this population. The dream of financial freedom lures thousands of Kenyan women to the Gulf, but too often it turns into exploitation.